Legal interview is a task of gathering information, gathering of relevant data as regards to the nature of the client's problem, client's legal position, probable consequences of adopting litigation, or some other courses of action to resolve the matter. Good morning, Sir Eric.
Good morning, Sir Reggie.
And good morning, everyone. For today's video, we will portray an interview conducted by the counsels together with the respective clients.
So, legal counseling is advice and assistance given by one person to another in regard to a legal matter, the proposed line of conduct, claim, or contention. For today's video, our participants will show how to conduct an interview on how to gather information from their respective clients.
So our scenario for today is a rape case. We have Marie Sarmin Itik, counsel for the private complainant, Victoria Ashley Pipito, and Kevin De Aros as counsel for the defendant, Jerry Calonge. For the first scenario, let's watch the video as regards to the private complaint of the first counsel.
Hello, good afternoon. Are you Miss Liza Sigara?
Yes, ma'am. Are you attorney at it?
Yes, I am attorney Marie Charmaine Itit, and this is the Itit and Pipito Associates Law Firm. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you, attorney.
Okay, so shall we proceed inside?
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, Miss Sigara. How are you today?
I'm okay.
So that's good to know. So before we start, I have a few things to discuss with you. First is that everything that we are going to talk about here today is going to be between the two of us. So I assure you that this meeting will be with utmost confidence, and anything you say will be kept with secrecy, and I should ask permission if you want me to disclose anything to help you, or is there anything that I can help you with?
I want to file a rape case, attorney.
Oh, a rape case. Why? What happened? It's okay. I understand how you feel. Just tell me what you want and just keep things.
I just want justice for what happened.
Okay, tell me, where did this happen and when did this happen?
Happened at Bantayan.
What happened in Bantayan Island and why were you there?
I was just there to celebrate our sem-ender party.
It's okay, Miss. Take deep breaths.
Can I go to the comfort room, attorney?
Sure. I know that this experience is very traumatic for you, and I understand that it's not easy to recall and tell me about the events that happened during that day. You can think of me as a friend, and if you're ready, I am willing to listen and help you get through this. Okay?
Thank you, attorney. Thank you, attorney.
So you mentioned to me earlier that Derek offered you a ride.
Yes.
So tell me what happened in the car.
So, yung kong sunod sa sakyanan. Then, at first, okay lang. Wala na hitabo. Yung kong isastoryahan sa mga memorable na mga events since before sige kuyog doon. Then, nahibong lang ko na iyang kamot, ang iyang left hand, iyan ang gibutang sa mga paa. Na murag unusual siya, kay before magtuon, di ba siya maginana ko.
Okay.
So mga to, murag ko naka-feel na murag awkward man, yung murag lahi na ba. So mga to, riyan ako, ayaw, Jerry. Muto ning
So
katawa
what did you
siya.
do?
Ning katawa siya. Sige siyang joke, ibilin ka diri if di ka magpakikap sa mga paa.
Okay.
So,
And then what
okay.
happened next?
Ako kay wala ra kay nag-joke raman siya. Pero ito buyan di huno ang sakyanan. Pag huno sa sakyanan, iya kong giingnan na pahikap ako sa imuhang tutoy. Yan ako, ha? Nag-joke ka, Jeric? Di man kay nana. Pero seryoso na kayang now. Hubog si Jeric at na tayo.
How about you?
Ano, wala. Kaya dali, ning uli dayon ko. So, mga to.
So you are fully conscious during
Yes.
that time.
Yes, the third.
Okay, so what else did he do?
We stopped the car. Iya akong gihubuan forcefully
Without your consent.
without my consent. And I was just crying. Okay ba ang sa kong buhaton? Kay if dili daw ko musugot, iya akong ibilin sa lugar. And unfamiliar na ko ang lugar. I don't know if unsa na danger ang matabo na ko. If ever, iyang tinuduri ang threat na ko, ibilin ko niya nga to. Actually, wala ko kabalo if asa kong decide na part, if ibilin ba ko niya or ano, natapos sa kinan. Kaya di ko ganahan ma-rape ni Jerry. Di ko ganahan mubuhat at ang butang nga together niya.
So is there anything else that you think made him provoke to do this to you?
No. Wala, sir.
So what else did he do after that? When he touched your boobs and he undressed you?
Kissed me. Slowly undressed me. Then, that's it.
Did he insert his penis?
Yes. It happened. Yeah. Inserted his penis. And penetrated.
What did you do during that?
I was just crying. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I just don't know why. I'm just crying.
Okay, so upon knowing this, so what action do you want to do regarding this matter? Do you want us to file a case in court?
Yes, attorney. I want to file a case against you.
Okay, so I have everything that we need, and based on the narration that you told me earlier, we can file this case in court, and don't worry because I will help you in this case, and I will be with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much as well, Ms. Sigera.
We observe, Sir Eric, clients withhold information that will cast them in the negative light. Here, the client may have been uncomfortable to discuss what she went through about the rape incident. The counsel's response was to demonstrate empathetic listening, that is to listen, recognize what the client is saying, and refrain from judging. Important that the counsel set out early in the relationship the boundaries and expectations of both the counsel and the client. Here, the counsel let the client know that she could better help the client achieve the result she wanted through open communication. Some clients withhold information in order to avoid recounting traumatic event. Here, the counsel let the client to be vague in the beginning of the relationship. It may be wise to allow the client to avoid disclosing traumatic information until the counsel and the client develop a good rapport. By employing these techniques, the counsel was able to identify legal issues, the escape they have in Bantayan, and in ascertaining the client's objective to let the accused answer to his charge.
Now, for the last scenario, let's watch the defendant together with his counsel. The counsel is interviewing his client, Kevin and Jerry.
Good afternoon, attorney.
Oh, hi, Mr. Reed. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm good. I need your help.
Yeah, sure. How do you feel?
I'm still surprised up to now because of the sudden information that came to my attention yesterday.
I totally understand what you feel, and let's work on this together so I can come up with the best legal advice for you. And one thing, I assure you that whatever information you'll be providing me will be held with utmost confidentiality. Okay?
Very.
Alright, so to start, can I have your full name, your age, your address, and your mobile number probably?
Yeah. So I'm Jerry Ray. I'm 30 years old and I'm currently residing at Tisa, Cebu City.
Alright, and your mobile number?
Yeah. 0917 670 5822.
Alright, thank you. So, you are fully aware that a rape case was filed against you, and as part of this counseling, of course, it is important we asked questions pertaining to the case and for us to fully understand what happened exactly.
Yeah, as you may have known, by the moment I received the information, I called you immediately yesterday. I wasn't really expecting to spend my weekend like this, but yeah, to tell you briefly of what happened. We were in Bantayan Island, celebrating our supposed sem-ender party slash graduation party. Yeah, we were having a good time, few drinks. Yeah, but the celebration wouldn't be a celebration without the celebratory dance by everyone. Everyone was having a good time there, and yeah, I think that's pretty much what happened there.
Just to reiterate what you have mentioned, you said that there was a drinking session, right?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay. And do you know the complainant personally?
Yeah, actually, we were classmates. I think if not all subjects, we were classmates in most of the subjects in the course that we were taking. And yeah, we used to go to study. We used to study out together with our circle of friends, and yeah, that's how we came to know each other.
Okay. And was the first time you met each other on the party?
Technically, not, since we were already classmates since first year, but most of our interactions were pre-pandemic, and yeah, you can say that it's our first time meeting each other after the 2 long year of pandemic. Yes.
All right. And you also mentioned that you once studied together, just the two of you, aside from the rest of your circle of friends, right?
Yeah, I think there was once or twice. I mean, yeah, a couple of times that we studied together because our some of our friends bailed out, and yeah, we shared several rounds of coffee and some small talks.
All right. Thank you. And how do you explain your relationship with her, particularly aside from the rest of your circle of friends?
There's nothing much I can say that we have the normal type of relationship, friendly relationship. I think as far as our academic interaction is concerned, and yeah, we were just a regular friend.
Okay. So you said that nothing much special aside from being friendly.
Yeah, you can say that.
All right. And is there any instance where you both engage in a romantic relationship?
Well, I think not at least on the typical kind of romantic relationship, but yeah, we've shared lots of moments together pre-pandemic, and yeah, that when I think we quite get acquainted with each other when we had our study out together.
All right, let me go back during the party. You said that it was a sem-ender party, and of course, a celebration perhaps of your graduation, right?
Yeah.
During the party, where were you?
Well, as everyone else were, we were on the beach. We are all having our drinking session there, and yeah, I think the entire time I was at the beach.
Okay. And by any chance, you invited the complainant somewhere else?
Well, as a matter of fact, I was not the one who approached her first. She was the one to come to me, and we've catch up sort of, since it's been a while that we haven't been together. But we came to the point that I was able to mention that I'll be going home that night, taking the last road trip, and yeah, and she happens to be wanting to go home as well, and so I offered her if she wants to come with me, then I can offer her a ride back home.
Okay, all right. And what time did you left the place?
If I recall it right, I think past 10. We left at past 10, since we have to be at the port around 10:30, since the last trip will be at 10:30.
Were you drunk that night?
No, not that much. I tried my best not to drink much since I will be driving home and the road I mean the distance is quite far, so I have to keep myself sane.
Okay, so you're telling me that you're not drunk that night.
No, I was able. I drink some. I drink few. But I'm sane enough and in the condition to drive home.
Okay. Was she sober when you left?
Yeah, she's actually in perfect shape when we left. She didn't drink much since she was actually planning the very first time we arrived there that she will really have to go home that night, so she didn't drink much.
Okay. And while waiting for the Roro to arrive, were there anything that you did to her, or did you go somewhere else before going to the port?
Well, I think what happened was when we arrived, I think it was 5 minutes before 10:30 when we arrived at the port, and there was a short notice. We were informed by the port that the travel the last trip will be a little bit delayed, at least an hour, because of the regular maintenance that the vessel is doing. And yeah, we were waiting at the line, and we shared some talks since it's been a while, as what I have mentioned, that it's been a while that we haven't talked to each other, so we quite catch up and some important things, academic stuff, non-academic stuff, personal stuff, and eventually as we go with our conversation, it went to a little bit sensitive part, but yeah, we were just laughing, and I think as far as I can remember, we don't engage in any physical contact or whatever. We just laugh. Yeah.
All right. And well, I guess those are the things that I need to know from you, and I'd like to make a recap based on what you have provided or based on your responses. So, the incident is allegedly to be happened in Bantayan while you were on a celebration of your graduation and some under party.
Yeah.
And you are not just alone there, but together with your circle of friends,
Yeah.
also with a complainant.
To be exact, there were 10 of us.
There were 10 of you. All right.
Yeah.
And then you did not stay long because you have to catch the last trip going back to Cebu, because you said that you have errands to attend, and the complainant happened to approach you
Yeah.
and wanted to accompany you going back to Cebu, right? And that's where you offered her a ride.
Yeah,
Correct.
as a friendly gesture, since I understand during the time there's no available transportation anymore.
Okay, and during the period where you are on board on a car, you are saying that nothing happened, rather aside from let's say, a short conversation between the two of you.
Yeah, it's more of a sincere catch up, and yeah, we've touched many things. I mean, not touched the physical touch,
Mhm.
but we've touched topics. We've discussed a lot of topics. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, Mr. Reed. I do appreciate providing those inputs.
Yeah.
And we will look further in this case and study so we can come up with our defense, of course. And
Definitely
before
do
we conclude this interview, by the way, is there anything else you need to tell me or anything that I need to know?
I guess that was it. But if ever you will be needing any further information regarding this, I can give you the complaint file, the information regarding this, and just let me know. You can call me anytime. I've given you my number, and call me anytime if you need some clarification.
No worries, I'll instruct my secretary to get those info. Thank you so
Alright.
much.
Thank you.
Now, we'll discuss about communication and questioning skills of the interviewer.
Yep.
As you observed, a thorough interview involves gathering the complete history of the client's legal issue, understanding the client's needs and interests, and ensuring all legally relevant information is obtained. In the interview, The counsel use active listening skills to draw information from the client. The counsel identified both contents and feelings. This is called reflecting. Reflecting content shows that the interviewer is receiving the message properly. Exploring client feelings also imperative to proper counseling. When making choices about their legal options, a client's decision will sometimes be based more on how they feel rather than the fact of the case.
Correct.
Emotions play an important role in deciding what will work. And there are different ways to formulate questions in order to gather the type of information by the interviewer. In particular, the client will tell a story from their own perspective, and the alternative perspective may be missed. The client will often not know what the law considers relevant and may therefore give too much information. On the other hand, some clients are withdrawn and will not give much information without prompting some close-ended questions. Counsel can use leading questions, questions that suggest the answer, and narrow questions that limit the answer.
Correct.
In the interview, you will observe that the client has some reservation in opening up all the relevant information to his counsel. Now, yes or no questions help the interviewer to establish clarity on details discussed. Leading questions help the client to admit the information that otherwise might be withheld.
So to sum it up, I hope everyone that you have learned something in our presentations regarding legal counseling and interview. This will be a good avenue to prepare as future lawyers in the legal profession.
Thank you, Sir Reggie.
Yes,
And
thank
thank
you,
you,
Sir.
everyone. See you all in court.